Welcome to this video. I'm gonna be showing you about the 7 chakras, and we're gonna start with the root chakra. Why am I starting with the root chakra, may you ask? I'm not just going to go in a random order. I'm gonna go in the order that if you want to start doing your chakra work, it's beneficial for you to start in the way that I'm going to explain to you because, like I said, I'm not going to start with the root chakra just because it is the beginning of it all. If there's a problem in your throat chakra, in your sacral, you need to first start with your root because that is the beginning of everything else. The root chakra is also called Mulad, Muladhara. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but I'll put it right here. Muladhara. I'm sorry. Meaning root. What do you think when you think of root? You think of a plant, right? At the very bottom, the root, the roots that scatter everywhere. That's what it is. It's the support. So mula is root, and adhara means support, root support. Also referred to as the base center, the root center, the first chakra. Working on the root chakra stimulates and strengthens all of the other chakras. It represents life, energy, and support. A lot of times it can be very hard to guess if we need to work on our root chakra and if it's something that we need to work on. And the way that you can know this is by asking yourself, do I feel secure? And if you have to think about it too hard, that might be a no. Are you grounded? Answer it with truth. Are you stable, energetic? Do you have an optimal weight? Do you have a healthy eating habit, lifestyle? That can be a main indication that your root chakra is balanced. But if your root chakra is imbalanced, meaning that's not balanced, you might have insecurities, fear, anxiety, you might be unstable. You might have low self-esteem, anemia, you might be over or underweight, you might be disconnected from your body, you might overthink a lot, honestly. You might have depression and you might get a lot of nightmares. This comes from insecurities, from you thinking and staying not grounded, the opposite of grounded. And a way that you can heal your root chakra is by movement, by dancing, by going outside on a walk, on a jog, hiking, literally staying outside, walking barefoot, touching the grass, touching the dirt. Um, Gardening is an amazing benefit to connecting to your root chakra. Maybe even doing yoga, Pilates, dancing, even running. This can connect you to your root chakra. Something else that I wanted to say is that if you set intentions for yourself and if you spend a lot of time in nature, this can really help you feel grounded because the root chakra, after all, is about grounding. So let's take it all and absorb the energy from the ground, from the earth, from the plants, from the trees, from everything that literally, whenever you go out into nature, whenever you go out into the forest or to the park, what do you see? Besides the obvious things that people have created, you see plants, you see trees, and they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. but you don't see what they had to do to become this big, ginormous, thick tree or beautiful row of flowers. They had to bury deep down into the ground with their roots to have stability so they can have enough strength to grow up. They first had to go down, deep down, and ground themselves. So consider yourself a beautiful flower or tree of your choice, of course, and plant yourself. Plant yourself deep down. I'm not literally telling you to go and make a hole. Please don't do that. So set your intentions, spend time in nature, and tell yourself positive affirmations. What do you want to hear? You want to hear that you are stable, that you are supported, that you are grounded. Root chakra affirmations. I am safe. I am secure. I am grounded and stable. I am connected and guided by Mother Earth. I feel secure and comfortable in my body. My physical body is in its optimal state. I am rooted in the present moment. I trust myself, and I am abundant within myself. Number 2, the sacral chakra. It's also called the Svadhisthana. I know I'm not saying it right, but it's there. It's meaning where you're being established. Yourself is being established. Your own sexual, sensational self. Fertility, creativity, your life energy. So swa, it means self, and the rest of the word adhistanan means established. So establishing your own self, your sexuality, your sensitivity, the life that is drawn from within you. What I like to remember this chakra by is because it is connected to the water element, meaning flow, flexibility, flexibility and freedom. The expression when it comes to emotions, and of course, your sensuality. When this center is balanced, it offers direct access to flow, flexibility, and fun. On the symbol of the second, the symbol, it has a crescent moon, meaning it's coming into contact with the femininity side of nature. It means you are being more open to the the wisdom that resides in the unconscious mind. So if this chakra is balanced, you're creative, you have joy, you have a healthy sex life because you're sexual, you have prosperity, patience, fertility, and pleasure. If you have an unbalanced sacral chakra, you are you feel guilty, you have shyness, you are irresponsible, you might have infertility issues, sexual issues, you might have a lot of allergies, and you might have an eating disorder. I like what I wrote in my book about it. I wrote the gateway to a more intense love of life, creative energy, enjoyment, and sexuality. It's the power of the second chakra leads to an increase of self-esteem and a positive self-awareness. When activated and harmonized through chakra work, we learn to enjoy life and develop a healthy relationship to the sensual and sexual side of our nature. Oh, And also, this sacral chakra is connected to taste. I don't know if I mentioned it on the root chakra, but the root chakra is connected to smell. When you go outside, what do you smell? You smell the grass, you smell all of that earthy. So you can think about it like that. A root, it's like a root, like a plant, and it's like the smell, like of dirt, of groundness. And the sacral is taste, and you can do your own remembering on that. All right, so let's do the sacral chakra affirmations. I am a creative force. I possess the ability, power, and knowledge to create. I actively express my creativity. I have access to my creativity anytime and at all time. I celebrate my creativity. I value my friendship with myself and others. My emotions flow freely. I am emotionally balanced. I live a passionate life. I embrace, express, and celebrate my sexuality. I honor my sensuality. I let my inner child play. My body is a work of art. The third chakra, the solar plexus, the navel, the Manipura. Sorry. Okay, so Manipura, again, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but you know what I'm saying, means shining jewel or place of jewels. This is considered to be a particularly rich in energy. As a shining star, this chakra sheds its radiancy through the entire body. 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 Why am I keep saying it like that? Anyways, it's animating it with prana, life force, the universal life force, also called the solar plexus. This provides a source of personal power, and it relates to, of course, self-esteem, warrior energy, and of course, the power of transformation. So a harmonized navel chakra leads the right balance between and binaural beats meditation. Look it up. The solar plexus affirmations is as follow. I am a powerful being. I am sovereign. I am bright as the sun. I listen and follow and speak my inner voice. I am confident. I am in control of my life. I am my authentic self. I am confidently bringing out my authentic self. I honor myself. I honor my needs. I work with ease and flow. I am motivated. I am worthy of success. I work efficiently every day and achieve my goals. I am capable of making my decisions on my own. Okay, so now it's time for the fourth. Is it correct? The fourth chakra. And it's the heart chakra. It is the color green and is associated to the heart center where you focus on compassion, empathy, love, not just for yourself, but for others. When you genuinely care about the well being and you are compassionate when it comes to yourself and to others. In this chakra, you are whole, you are unbroken, you are unhurt, unstuck. Whatever happens in your life, you know that life, riding the wave of life, gives you ups and downs, but you know that you can always have your heart. And in your heart, you have love. And love is something that you will always have. You might not feel it, you might not recognize it, but it's always there. You just have to tap into it. You just have to acknowledge it. You have to feel it. You have to feel unstuck. You have to feel whole because we're always whole. We may feel broken, we may feel lost, but those are indications that you need to work on it, that you are blocked. Um, because having your heart center unblocked means that you feel whole, that you feel the love, that you feel the compassion for yourself and for others. And not only is it compassion, but it's also forgiveness. And a lot of times when certain things happen in our life, we find it very hard to forgive others, especially if they've done us harm. But whenever we forgive them, we don't do it for them. We do it for us. So your heart is letting you know that it's okay. Yes, things happen. They were not okay. Forgive for yourself, for your state of mind, for your own happiness. Whenever someone hurts you, you sometimes after that you have a hard time forming relationships with people. You have a hard time trusting people. You have a hard time with trust issues. You might feel lonely. You might criticize yourself. You might become very jealous. And like, I feel that this is something that happened to me. I became very cold hearted. And it's an indication of your heart being blocked. And the result of this, you might have heart and lung problems, asthma, and allergies. So, how can you tell if your heart center is balanced? Well, you are loved, you feel love, you're empathetic, you have a open heart, you are emotionally balanced, and you're trustful, and you have a good tolerance. I would recommend aromatherapy if you have a blocked heart chakra, because this is connected with the air element. Aromatherapy helps manifest the healing of the heart chakra and awakens the capacity of love. And the, how would you call it? I don't know what to call it, but for the heart chakra, it's anything that has to do with physical touch. Whenever you are excited and whenever you're excited, what do? When you're with your friends, with your family, you usually high five or you usually hug. With a celebration, you usually give each other hugs. That is a form of showing love. So, touching is something that you can do. Hug yourself, anything with touching related, physical touch is a form of also getting to balance your heart center. And of course, heart affirmations are also recommended. The next one is the fifth chakra, the throat, the Vishuddha. Hope I'm saying that correctly. It is sky blue, and the meaning of Vishuddha means pure. Um, I remember it by the color sky blue, and to me, it helps me remember like pure water, like cleansed water. I mean, I know water isn't necessarily sky blue, but it gives me a feeling like it is. So it helps me remember it like that. The element is ether. It's all about the space and the essence of emptiness and where our true self exists, where our true vocals, we speak from our truth. Our throat chakra governs the throat, the mouth, and the tongue, and the neck. It is also connected to communication and your ability to understand and speak your inner truth purely. The main role is to provide awareness and proper inner clarity. Corresponding element brings space and purity to the mind. In fact, in yoga philosophy, sound is transmitted through ether. Ether is considered to be the main communication, basic medium of communication. You have a good balanced throat chakra. You communicate easily. You listen carefully to whenever someone is speaking. Truthful. You express yourself strongly. You carry your message across through to others effortlessly. Might even be creative, and your music talents might come through. And a strong throat chakra provides a harmonious balance between the thought and feelings, and enhances one's ability to communicate with others. Also, a specific sound can change your mood. And a lot of people don't know this, but whenever you listen to music, like me, I've always listened to music. If I'm in a good mood, in a bad mood, if something is going through my life, I have a specific song for it. There is a song for any occasion and every occasion that and every feeling that I want to feel. But everything has vibration. Just how a song can bring you down and cry, make you feel sad, a song can also lift you up and give you energy. So you gotta be very careful whenever you listen to specific songs. Please be careful to the music that you listen to because the vibrations matter. Okay, so let's move on to an unbalanced throat chakra. If you have an unbalanced throat chakra, you are most likely very shy, a very weak voice. You are fearful of speaking in public, of course, or in general. Speaking up for yourself, speaking your mind, speaking your thoughts, speaking what you want to say. Like whenever, say, you are having an argument with your spouse or literally with anyone, and you know what you want to say, but you just can't seem to get it out, that could be an indication of your throat being blocked. Or whenever you simply can't listen to someone lying, you might have, you might stutter, you might have a hard time getting your words out, be even desire to manipulate others, and a tendency to gossip and talk badly about others. Okay, so let's do throat chakra affirmations. I am pure eternal consciousness. I am aware. I speak my truth. I express my thoughts clearly. I speak with clarity and confidence. I embrace only the truth. I am honest. I speak clearly, truthfully, and powerfully. I receive messages from the universe. I have a sharp mind. I am mindful. I am honest and authentic in my speech and actions. I am a powerful manifester. I am a good listener, and I allow my true self to be seen. My words are powerful. I always stay true to myself. The sixth chakra is next, which is, can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? We were at throat. Now we are, any takers? Third eye. You got it. But it is also known as ajna, ajna, aj, ajna. Okay. I wrote down what I wanted to say so it can be a little easier to explain. So, the ajna signifies the subconscious mind. The higher knowledge can be obtained only by stepping beyond duality. The two most important energy pathways represent duality: sun and moon, masculine and feminine. The forehead, the forehead, where am I getting this accent from? The forehead, the forehead chakra is often referred as the third eye. The forehead center, the center of wisdom. Center of wisdom. Yes, the center of wisdom. Or the sixth chakra. It is depicted as a flower with two petals facing each other, which represents the harmony and the union of the two piles. Your third eye is where your creative power resides. So wherever there is creative power and Shiva, that is where cosmic awareness is created and where you can find it. When the power of Shiva and Shak Shak ugh, I'm saying this so wrong. He are united. Right here on the forehead chakra is where enlightenment can happen. The third eye. The third eye is a portal. Mhm. So yeah, I said it. The third eye is a portal in which you can enter to the spirit world. Now, there is a lots of things in the spirit world, good and bad, just how there is anywhere else. So it's really up to you on what you're gonna do with that. Just how there is power, you can choose to grab that power and turn it, or knowledge, because knowledge is power. You can use that to your advantage, and you can use it for good or not. So this is where you realize that you're not the only being, that there's multiple realities, there's multiple universes. This is whenever you understand that half of the time people are living in a simulation. They're living a life because others are living it, not because you're enjoying it, not because you want to live that life. Whenever you go home, how do you feel? Do you feel okay doing the things that you are doing? Do you feel satisfied with what you are doing? Sometimes people, they say, oh, all I'm doing is chasing the bag. Money, 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 money. That's all they talk about. And it's understandable to want that financial for ourselves and for our family and for our generations to come. But you shouldn't be wanting to chase money. That shouldn't be your purpose. Do you know your purpose? Do you know why you are here? Having a balanced third eye helps you establish a connection with your intuition, how you can go beyond your limits. How can you push yourself to go further? How can you push yourself to where you haven't been? Because remember, what you do right now, you're not doing it for you. You. You are doing it for you later, your higher you. So for you to slack a lot now, you're not just doing it for you. You're doing it for your higher self. Of course, this helps you go beyond your limited consciousness. You go further in. This is where a lot of people get their powers, like telepathy, clairvoyance. This is where people start tapping in and listening, not just with their ears, but with their intuition. This is where you tap in to those powers. So, of course, the third eye needs to be awakened for you to even consider telepathy and stuff like that. You have your third eye open. You open up the knowledge of your higher self. You open up that library that was sealed shut because it wasn't meant for a low vibrational. This is where the ego is no longer going to affect it because you know when your ego is talking to you and you choose to listen to your higher self and know your ego. Okay, so what are some benefits for tapping into your third eye? Mental clarity, concentration, and proves you have a clear self-expression. You clearly express yourself with clarity. Intuition is on point and you listen to your intuition. It motivates you to move beyond the worldly desires and distractions. So, what everybody is chasing is not what you're chasing. Okay, so how do you feel whenever you have a balanced third eye? Well, you are intuitive, you are guided, you're perceptive, you are clairvoyant, you dream bright dreams, you're spiritual, you have mental strength, you have a good vision, you have wisdom, you have a big realization of your life and everything about it. You have awareness and you have the power of imagination. And of course, self knowledge. If you have an unbalanced third eye, you have no imagination, lack of following your intuition, manipulative. You might panic, you might have a lot of fear, have nightmares, visions, eye problems, migraine. You might forget stuff very easily. You might be spiritually confused. You might be superstitious, superficial, selfish. You might be greedy, and you might be lustful of power. Third eye affirmations are: I see only the truth. I think clearly. I am focused. I quiet my mind with ease. I honor my inner knowing. I release doubt. I embrace truth openly. I trust my inner compass. I am connected to my higher self. I trust my intuition. My mind is open to all possibilities. I am open to the beliefs and opinions of others. I am mentally strong. I perceive everything clearly. I am insightful. I trust. And I have mental peace. Number 7, the final one, Sahasrara, the crown chakra. The crown chakra. It is the meaning of 1,000 petals. This energy center controls our connection to spirit and our sense of universal consciousness. Our sense of universal consciousness. Wisdom, unity, and self-knowledge. The crown chakra is a center of spirituality and enlightenment, the highest levels of consciousness that one can attain. If you have a crown chakra that is balanced, you are spiritual, blessed, you have unity, you have wisdom, you have an open mind, and you are peaceful. You are connected to the universe, and you have a strong nervous system. Of course, if you have an unbalanced crown chakra, you have mental disorder, you're fearful, you're materialistic, you may have memory and learning problems, you may be feel broken and have a spiritual crisis. You may feel disconnected from everybody and everything, which can cause you to have bad habits. Let me read you a little bit about the crown chakra. The crown chakra, it runs through the root chakra at the base of the spine and through the crown chakra. Through this channel arises the serpent power, Kundalini. Where am I? Which stands for the arousing of human potential. Through one's journey of spiritual development, the Shakti power, which resides within the root chakra, is awakened. It rises upwards, anti-mating all of the other chakras through which it flows, and then finally merges with the universal consciousness. The ascent from the lower to higher planes of awareness and the union of the individual with the divine self is the goal of the spiritual quest. This journey from darkness into light is beautifully symbolized by the lotus. The lotus grows out of mud and darkness and finally unfolds into a pure, radiant flower. All right, so the crown chakra affirmations are: I am. I am divine. My existence is sacred. I am aware of my infinite nature. I acknowledge and honor my divinity. I am in alignment with the universe. I trust my inner knowing. I see divinity in myself as well as in others. I am connected to the universal consciousness all the time. I am connected to my spirit. I openly receive guidance from the universe. I am in alignment with my purpose. I coexist peacefully with everyone. I trust in the divinity plan, in the divine plan. I honor all that exists. I am one with all of life. All right, so that was me explaining the seven chakras as basic as I could for everyone that wants to know. And I will be making more videos, so please like, follow, subscribe so you won't miss a thing.